Welcome to the Ideal Life and Money Academy YouTube channel. This is where we help you reach financial freedom and start living your ideal life years, if not decades earlier. Today, we're going to talk about homeowners insurance. Has your policy increased significantly over the last year or so? Well, this is a great time to do a double check on, are you covered if your home goes up in flames or gets flooded out? All of these questions you do not want to find out the hard way. Sadly, it's been pretty common over the last 3 years that homeowner insurances are only paying out what they originally had as face value. I give an example. I have a client that has just had an increase in homeowners policy by 50%. So it was going from about $1,400 a year to an additional $700. So $2,100 for an increase in premium. Nothing wrong with that. Cost of goods have gone up and all of this, except that their policy still only covers them for $160,000. Now, for that person, it would have covered them 3 years ago. But with the cost of goods and labor and everything involved, that's nowhere longer the case. They cannot build the same house for that money if the house goes up in flames. Can't do it. So they have to reevaluate. They have to get in touch with their policy owner or shop around to get a better deal or a different policy. Now, the things that you are going to look for is making sure that that amount will cover you in case of damage, flood, fire, all of these things. And what you also want to do is have that policy over time. When it increases, you're also going to want that base amount increase with it. Meaning, if they would have had a policy, this client, if they would have had the policy that increased with inflation over time, that $160,000 would have continued to grow over time, but it didn't. It was a stagnant amount. So this is a great time to review your homeowner's policy so you don't get caught in a pinch, because I've read multiple stories. Thankfully, I haven't had a client go through this, but I've read multiple stories where they just don't have enough money and everything they own was in the house. Now they got nothing. So not only do they have to deal with the insurance company not having enough money, but they've also have to deal with the emotional side of everything being lost. Their items, their clothes, the food. That is tough. The memories, maybe they have been in the house for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years. It's going to be hard emotionally to deal with it, not only financially. So if you get your financial house in order, then you have time to grieve and you have time for the emotional stuff that you must deal with for a house fire. So get out there, check your policy, and I'll see you in the next episode.